Hello everyone, my name is Patrisia and now I would like to share about my reader response. And these are the table of contents which I'm going to talk. The first one is introductions, second, discussion and findings, third, critical responses, and the last one is values from reading. Alright, the title of the article is UK versus USA Education System, which published on a website called International Student. And the topic area of discussion is about the differences between American and British education system for students who want to study abroad. And next, the purpose of the article. The purpose is to explain the differences of many aspects between American and British education system in terms of college. Now on the discussion and findings, I will talk about the summary of the article. The first one is length of time. In British, courses of study are shorter. It happened because the course programs are generally much more focused than in the US. And then British system, it is more common to complete master's degree program before moving on to PhD. And then next, American degree programs take 1 year longer. In general, degree programs in the US take about 1 year longer than program in the UK, although this varies depending upon whether you receive a master's degree prior to a PhD. And then in American system, you can also go directly to PhD program out of undergraduate program. Next is about academic term. In British, the start and end of an academic year varies by university. Many schools start in September or October and end in May or June, making for a slightly longer academic year. And then the academic term is less standardized throughout the United Kingdom. So if you choose to study there, the university might choose a much different calendar. And about American, most schools start in mid to late August and end in May, although smaller liberal arts college may start later. While most take a rather lengthy break beginning in mid-December and begin the second semester in early to mid-January. University organization. In British, the colleges are still governed by the university, and each college has quite a lot of autonomy from each other as well as the university itself. And many universities in the United Kingdom are dedicated to a specific subject matter. And then the emphasis is more depth, getting a very thorough understanding of chosen subject. And in American, universities are often divided into schools by subject. While many American universities have different schools or departments, such as the School of Arts and Sciences, which houses a number of related majors. And for this reason, we can say that the general emphasis of higher education in the US is breadth, or getting a range of knowledge from a variety of different subjects. Next, homework and grades. In British, most schools are much more lecture-based, with only occasional assignments throughout the semester. But in some cases, there may be no actual required assignments, and instead, your entire grade may be based on one final exam. And in American, because the US system emphasizes breadth, courses require weekly or even bi-weekly readings as well as other assignments such as small writing projects, major research papers, and oral presentation throughout the course. And the grade will be based on performance on the variety of assignments, with a final exam making up only a percentage of your total grade. Now about the cost. In British, it is more moderate than the cost of education in America, and the fees for international students can be significantly higher And the government also sets the limits for tuition fees, and each individual school sets its own fee up to that limit. And in America, generally higher than the cost of education in United Kingdom. And they also have some kind of differentiate between in-state tuition fees and out-state tuition fees, as well as between private and public universities. But the government has very little control over what university charge in the United States. Next, accommodation. In British, it is more normal in dormitories with a roommate or a bedroom by yourselves. And it is also more common for dormitories to be self-catered. And in American, it is more normal in dormitories with a roommate. And after the first year, students in the US may have additional housing options available to them, such as private housing or off-campus housing. And in US, normally provides a range full of dining option for its students. And now about my critical comment. Here, I want to give comment based on appraisal and appreciation. The writer begins the introduction with an interesting hook that talks about the world's top universities located in either the UK or the USA. The writer also mentions several similarities which is well organized from both UK and USA education system and provides a thesis statement that offers a concise summary of the introduction. And on the body, the writer using point-by-point structure to explain the differences, which each difference for the first subject is followed immediately by the difference for the second subject. And on the conclusion, the writer gives a brief summary about the article and provides some kind of table that comparing and contrasting of both subjects which help the readers to understand easily. Next, values from reading. The article gave me a lot of new information that I did not know before, and it enlarged my knowledge about the education system overseas, which I think interesting. The first value that I learned is about the length of time it takes to finish the degree. I was thinking that it would be the same for both in the UK and in the USA, but turns out it is different. Second, I learned about the university organization, which in the USA, students apply to the Central University Admission Department, but in the UK, students apply directly to the college of the subject that they want to study. And then the third value is about accommodation. I was thinking that both in the UK and in the USA applied the same system for the dormitories. But in fact, in the UK, it is more normal to have bedroom by yourself and the maid service is common in the residence halls. However, in the USA, the students may be share bedroom with at least one other person, and it also provides a range full of dining option for its students. Alright, I think that's all about my presentation. Thank you for watching and stay hydrated.